is on fractional parts. All right. Now, let's just draw up a fraction. Somebody throw out a fraction. Yes?
2/3.
Yes.
2/3?
That's what I was going to say.
Okay. What would that look like using a pie? You may want to come up and draw it. Hop along. Come on. Oh, dear. Yeah. Good thought, Isaac. Should I go through there? No. Draw that as a pie. Okay, yep. And now fill in what it is. Excellent job. Great job. Okay, does everybody see what he did? He made a pie that says 2/3, and he filled in 2 out of the 3. Okay? So what I want you to see is that a fraction just shows you how many parts there are and then how many parts are filled up of that. Okay? So this is parts of a whole. Is kind of what a fraction is. Okay, who knows what this number is called?
Fraction?
It is a fraction. Just this number.
Oh.
Yes? Yes, yes, yes. It is a numerator. Very good. And what is this number called? Jaden?
Denominator.
Denominator. Denominator. Okay. The denominator is on the bottom and the numerator is on the top. The denominator shows how many parts total there are. The numerator shows how many are like filled in, so to speak. Okay? All right. On this one, what fraction would this show? Scream it out.
2/8.
2/8. Do I have that? 8. 2/8, yes, and we'll learn how to make it into a fourth later. All right, but it is. It's 2 out of 8 that is filled in. Okay. Now, another way to show this is, let's say I had 8 little dots. Okay, and I filled in 2 of them. That's basically, I'm still illustrating what this means. Just I'm trying to do it in a different way. Or I could even do this. Okay? No matter how I draw it, I'm still showing 2 out of the 8. 2 out of the 8. 2 out of the 8. Everybody understand? So sometimes you may want to use, if they don't like show you or say to you, use a pie grid. Do it whichever way you like the best. Because sometimes it's hard to figure out how to make these even. Okay? All right. So let's get into the teaching of this lesson. All right? All right, for example, this is what it's going to say. What number is half of 450? Okay, how am I going to perform this problem? Yes, Nick?
Wait, I just know it. Should I?
You just know it?
Yeah, I don't know how to perform it.
Okay, well, I need to know how to perform it.
2 into 450.
Yes, you're exactly right. What this would look like is this, if I were to set it up. This whole thing is worth 450. And how many parts is it broken up in? 2. 1, 2. And I'm wanting to know 1 out of 2 is this. So I want to know what half of 450 is. So how many parts would I divide 450 into? 2. Because how many parts do I have? 2. That's a very key number that you need to know. So I'm going to take 450 and divide it by 2. And as you can see, I will get 225. So what this means is that this side is 225 and this side is 225, and them together is 450. But we're just wanting to know what 1 of the 2 is. Okay, see? Or let's try it a little bit harder. This time, I'm going to do 1/3 of 450. So all of this is 450, and I want to know what 1/3 of 450 is. How am I going to do it? Jaden?
divide 3 into 400.
Yes. Why am I dividing 450 divided by 3 on this time?
Because you want 1/3.
Yes, because I want a third of it. I want it broken up into 3 parts. Okay? So 450 divided by 3 is, everybody do it with me on their paper, 150. Thanks, Isaac. He was going to help me out. Okay, so each part is 150, 150, 150, and all of that added together equals 450. Okay, but how much am I wanting to know? Just one of them. That one right there. Okay, so the answer, 1/3 of 50 equals 150. All right, this one's a little bit harder. All right. Now, there's 2 different ways you can do this one, but here's what it says. How much money is 1/5 of $4.50? Okay, now if you want to, you can make this 450 cents instead of $4.50. What am I going to do, Esther?
Multiply, because of in math always means multiply.
Yes, 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 and you can do that if you'd like. You can set that up. Everybody don't pay attention. If she don't know what she's talking about, don't do this, okay? Yes, you can do it like that, okay? That times that, okay? For those of you that don't know what she's talking about, okay, let's break this up. I have 5 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And I have a total of $4.50 or 450 cents. However you want to do it. How am I going to figure out what 1/5 is? What am I going to do?
5 into 400, $4.50.
Divide what?
5.
5. Very good. Why am I dividing by 5? Because I have 5 parts. Okay? And I want to know what one of those 5 parts are. So I'm going to divide in 5 into $4.50. Okay? I'm going to go in and move my decimal up. And 5 will go into 45 9 times. Bring my 0 down. 5 will go into 0 0 times. Okay? So, what do I find? That each part is how much? 90 cents. Either 90 cents like that or 90 cents like that. However you want to do it. Yes?
Is the like 1/5 is like the bottom 5? Is that always the one
That's
that you
always,
divided?
yes,
So it's always the bottoms.
because we're always wanting to divide it into that many parts. Okay? Okay. Everybody feel like they understand how to do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, last thing and then we're done. All right? I want y'all to see me do something. How much did I just shade in?
1/3.
1/3. Okay? We'll do the same thing for a minute. We'll just pretend like they look exactly alike. But this time, instead of making it into 3 squares, I'm going to make it into 6 even squares. Still going to fill in the same amount. How much is this one worth?
2, 6.
2
6.
out of 6. And this one's what?
1/3.
1 out of 3. 1 out of 3. Okay? So, what I want you to see is that 2/6 is the same as 1/3. I just cut them into smaller squares. Another way to see that is, let's take a pizza. Okay? And let's do 4s instead of that. Okay? Let's say I broke it up into 4s. And I filled in 2 out of 4. Okay? But let's say I decided to make it real simple and I gave Isaac half and I gave Eli half. Okay? That's a lot of pizza, but let's just pretend that's what happened. Okay? Did they both eat the same amount?
Yes.
I could have cut them up into 2 small pieces and handed it to them and they would have thought, ooh, I got 2 pieces of pizza. Or I could have went and handed them a huge piece of pizza. Either way, they're still eating half the pizza. Everybody see that? Now, I'll explain how to make this into that without having to use pictures later on. Okay? Yes?
Never. I
Okay? Anybody else have anything? All right, so it's all about how you cut it. So you can say, I ate 3 pieces of pizza, but you could have eaten 3 whole halves, and that would have been a lot. Or I could have said I ate 3 pieces of pizza and ate 3 small ones and not even eaten that much. So it all is about how you cut it, okay? That's lesson 6.